To the casual observer, at first glance, Main Street of West Springfield may seem like just another street in any town USA. But upon closer inspection, they'll see that there's an ethnic makeup that runs the gamut from Myanmar to Romania and all points in between. Connecting Point's Brian Sullivan met with two of the street's shopkeepers with two entirely different stories, but one similar pursuit, the American dream.
Oftentimes, Main Street of blue-collar America has certain elements that not only give it its unique charm, but also separate it from its more metropolitan contemporaries. Maybe it's the freight train that cuts through its center, or the crosstown bus tearing through at breakneck speeds. It might be the side street neighborhood that rests on the edge of a busy highway with rows of triple-decker homes separated by chain-link fences. A century ago, these storefronts may have had traditional French, Italian, or Irish names. Now they cater to the most recent groups who have crossed the ocean to become citizens here in the United States. This is West Springfield, home to the third highest refugee population in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And according to the paintings on the side of Merrick Station, they have truly traveled from all points on the globe to get here. I was here back in the fall of 2018 when they painted this mural celebrating the ethnic diversity of the entirety of West Springfield. But just within a couple of blocks here on Main Street, I can find businesses owned by people who came here from Russia, Nepal, Turkey, and Lebanon, just to name a few. So for those who arrived here with that entrepreneurial spirit, this has been the street built on the American dream. For one entrepreneur, that dream had the sounds of buzzers, scissors, and satisfied customers. But hearing them here in the United States, that wasn't really on his radar when he was just a kid working with his uncles at their barber shops in Baghdad.
After the war, to be honest, I wasn't even thinking about leaving Iraq. But the opportunity came to my door, and I had a chance to move to the U.S. And I took it. And And I'm a big believer that there's an opportunity for me there, and I always thought about owning my own business.
Before opening shop here in Westside in October of 2018, Al-Sadi spent his first 8 stateside years learning the ins and outs of American culture while cutting hair in an Iraqi community in Hartford, Connecticut. It was those first few weeks in the Nutmeg State that really helped set the tone for his American experience.
It was definitely helpful for the beginning because you need some support in the first couple of days when you move to a new country. You have to develop skills of speaking different language, of course, and then you have to take it from there to navigate what route do you want to take.
In 2016, Al-Sadi, who'd been a refugee only a few years prior, became a full-fledged American citizen, joining an Iraqi-American community that makes up less than 1% of West Springfield's overall population. But here on the corner of Russell and Main Streets, that presence feels much greater. Lebanese Americans, meanwhile, make up a slightly larger contingent in West Springfield at roughly 1.5%, although they've been a part of the American fabric since the 1800s. But for all of the assimilation they've achieved over the centuries, sometimes the smell of traditional Lebanese cuisine is just enough to spark a craving for a taste of the old country.
I'm myself from Lebanon, so this Lebanese food here, and I like I like the most the people. They're very generous, very nice, great cook.
That generosity and love of cooking turned out to be the driving force behind opening the restaurant in August of 2014. But the idea at first seemed a bit out of left field when owner Nisreen Al-Khal's husband proposed that he quit his job as a mechanical engineer and she quit hers as an interpreter and social worker to give this thing a go.
And in the beginning I was like, are you okay? Like business that we don't know anything about. We love cooking. I used to always host a lot of parties, host a lot of dinners, we love cooking, sharing food with everybody. This is an Arab Mediterranean culture that you always cooking and sharing it with everybody. And he said, let's do it. And so he quit his job, I quit my job, and we opened that restaurant.
Coming to the United States on a green card with her husband in 1997, Al-Khal's journey to American citizenship was different from Al-Sadi's, who arrived on these shores as a refugee. But my question for each of them as they navigate the rocky waters of running a successful business is the same. Is the American dream still alive?
You have a plan, you can do it. Anyone can do anything in this country, anyone. That's what I tell my kids, take advantage. Because the blessings and opportunities that gives you. I see very few countries give that.
It's still alive, it still exists. This is the land of opportunities. If you put in the work and if you put in the discipline, if you put in the hard work, it will definitely exist.